ladies, how is everything? Today I choose to talk about my experience so far in the pageantry world. I started pageantry when um I can remember. I was 19 years old when I started pageantry. It was never part of my dream in my early age. When I started thinking about my future, hoping and saying things about my future, I was about 13 years old. I said a lot of things, but beauty pageant was not part of it. And I never thought about it. But when I was 19 years old, I went to do IT somewhere. I was very slim, very slim. Sometimes people used to ask me if I don't have food to eat. No, I'm a bit chubby, like I've added some weight. But then I was really slim. So one girl, an Igbo girl, her name was Amara. She picked interest in me. She said, because I'm very slim, I'll be good in modeling, this and that. But I don't really know anything about it. So she started teaching me how to do the makeup. Telling me as a girl I should always go around with a handbag. As a then, I don't really care about a handbag. Like if I'm going anywhere, I just pick my transport fare, my phone, and if I'm going for work, I just pick my ID card and the key to my office. Just these four things, I'm good to go. But this girl keep on telling me, oh, as a girl, you need the handbag, you need to put on, wait, please. If you look at me very well, even at the moment, I'm not too serious about makeup yet. So that was how this modeling of a thing started. And on the long run, I was connected to, I'm in Nigeria, and Nigeria is like this. The lights always go off and on, is never steady. Okay, so so I got connected to a magazine in Cross River State. I can't even remember the name of the magazine at the moment. Okay, so that was the first time I attempted modeling, and I passed the audition stage. Everything was going fine, but at the photo shoot stage, they screamed me out. They said they like my status, my stature. They like my stature. That's my body shape, my stature. They like it. And they like my skin color, chocolate color. I think I'm a bit too now. That time I was real chocolate, real brown color. Okay? They like it. But I was not photogenic. So at that stage, they screamed me out because they needed nice pictures to advertise cream, wristwatch, akara material, and the whole of that on the magazine. So I was screened out, but they took good care of me that time. So I came back to where I was living, River State, Nigeria. At the time again, I heard about the Face of Africa, and the audition was to be held in Lagos State. And I arranged myself and I actually went for the audition. So during the audition, the Face of Africa, I matched almost everything, but my hips were too wide. They said they need people with very tiny hips. So I was also screened out. After I made my Nigerian passport, ECOWAS passport, the green color passport, I made it. I took a flight. That was the only time I've ever took flight to and fro to Lagos and back to River State. After that time, I've never entered a flight again. But I believe very soon I'll be taking flights always. Life is a stage. Okay? So that was it. Face of Africa, I also followed. I went for Face of Evo, somewhere within GRA Port Harcourt. And that one, I traced the address. Trace. I couldn't get the address for the audition. I tried by all means. I could not. So that one just fell off. So one time I was working in EcoBank. I was already a graduate then. After I looked for the address for the face of Evo, I couldn't meet up. I couldn't locate the address. So I stopped everything about model. I just forget about it. So one day, I was in EcoBank. I was working as a marketer. So a male model came. We, the marketers, were many. All of us, we have our chairs, our table, our computer. So when he walked in, he was behaving strange. He's a guy, but he was behaving like a lady. So nobody wanted to attend to him. They were saying, oh, this guy is a gay, something is wrong with him, maybe he's having an evil spirit, the whole of that. They were discriminating him. So I picked interest and called him, and we started talking. I opened his account and the whole of that. And thank God his account was running well. And you know, as a marketer, when your account is running well, when your customer account is running well, it has a way of boosting your performance. So that was a lucky one for me. So I keep on talking with this guy, and I was viewing his WhatsApp status. On the WhatsApp status, I saw a lot of things he was doing. So I talked with him, and I told him about my past experience, like the modeling and the whole of this. I'm interested, but look at my experience. At the moment, look at my age. Are you sure I can still fit in? He said, yes, you can fit in. You can start with a magazine and this and that. I said, magazine again. He said, yes. He told me everything about it. And I hit the studio again. This time, running the expenses on my own. I hit the studio, took some nice picture, and I posted the picture. And he took 5,000 at registration, took my history and the whole of that. He said it will appear in a magazine page and the whole of that. And till today, nothing like that. The guy scammed me. I can say he scammed me because he didn't do what he promised and he never talked about it again. And on the long run, I lost his contact also. So before I lost the contact, it took 1 year plus without him saying anything about it. When I asked him, don't worry, wait till we are on it, just like that. Okay, so after he has told me this, I made the picture and the whole of this. I pick interest in modeling again. So I saw Mr. and Miss Nigeria Continental. So I bought the form and the voting stage started. They made my flyer and the whole of that. So I talked to my customer. One thing about me is if I'm going into modeling, really, I don't like, when I'm going to beauty contests, the pageant, I don't like to spend my money because this is a game of either you win or you lose. Plenty contestants are coming. It is not compulsory that you started the race. It is compulsory that you are going to win. No. At every time in life, there is one person that is destined to carry the crown. It is according to destiny. That is one aspect of it, according to destiny. At that very moment, that is one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is who is having heavy financial backup. These are the people that will win the crown. So if you go and empty your bank account personally trying to win a crown, on the long run, maybe it is not your destiny to carry that crown as at that moment. You have wasted your money. And again, if you empty your whole bank account and there is a contestant that have a heavyweight financial backup, you have also wasted your money. So when you are going into beauty pageant, you have to get your fans and your supporter to do the financing, not you emptying your bank account, because you never can tell what the time holds, whose destiny it is to carry the crown, who among the contestants, how heavy you are financially to really run this race to the end, instead of getting stranded, coming back saying you waste your money and the whole of that. I'll say somebody that finished a contest, at the end of the day she went to hang herself. They saw her, she had already committed suicide. Nobody knows what happened behind the scene. She committed suicide, you know. Then when it comes to politics, I've seen somebody in Lagos State. I heard it on the news. After an election, he went for, I think, senator's position, and he did not win. After the election, he killed himself. The whole of this thing is because these people run this race from their pockets. They didn't run the race using the effort, the support, and the power of their fans. That is why they feel like, oh, the world has ended, let's just end it now. So this is an advice to anybody that is going to beauty pageant. If you do not have a fan base that love you, don't start. Don't start. Don't start, because it's somehow you can have the beautiful body shape, the attitude, the everything, but if you do not have the financial backup, in most organizations you cannot make it. That is the truth. Your voting power, your sales of ticket power is very important. Okay, so when I was in EcoBank, I did this. The Mr. and Miss Nigeria Continental. So at the voting stage, I made it really, I was number 6 in the voting. So when it was time to go on stage, camping, they never told us where the camping would be when we started the race. Then I said camping is going to be in Lagos, and I was in Edo State, and I was like, how am I going to do my job? How am I going to do this? I thought of so many things, so I couldn't meet up. So I have to let go. All my votes, everything lost. And my fans and supporters were asking me, how did it go? I said I could not. And the camping is going to take a whole 1 month. Like, which permission am I going to take from the bank for me to stay away for 1 full month? And I don't have annual leave because I was a contract staff. Like, what if I go and I did not win? Am I going to come back and start looking for a job? And so many confusion in my head. So I have to let go. I didn't go. I didn't go for the camping. So I calmed down again. So coming to 2023 January, I was on the internet and I was searching for something to buy. And I come across a phone number, and I copied the number, chat on WhatsApp, and everything was going smoothly. So one day I saw on the WhatsApp status of that company WhatsApp, the company name was Princess Empire. So they were advertising Face of Princess Empire. I was like, oh, let me try this again. So I hop in, I asked them how much for the form. They said there was no form to be bought. Just show your interest and they will produce your flyer and you kickstart like that. I was like, wow, okay, let's do it. So I started. And to the glory of God, the voting strength for me was so high. And I won Face of Princess Empire 2023. And that was the beginning of the shining of the glory. So when it came to around July 2023 also, I saw an opportunity to go for Miss Steph. So I went for Miss Steph, and I failed the audition. Why I failed the audition is they asked me a question. Do you have a source of income? I told them yes. What do you do? I said I work as a secretary. They were like, oh, if you are working as a secretary, what are you doing here? This is an opportunity to give to people that don't have a source of income, something to support people, finances and that. And they just say a whole lot of things like Miss Steph Pageant, according to my experience with them, is actually for students, some young school leavers, some people that have not really find their roots to life, like they are still staggering with their source of income. They don't have a good livelihood, something like that. So they want to give a girl a stand. This is what I understand on my own. So I didn't pass the audition because I have a source of income. We were 36 that came. They took 33, and I was among the 3 they did not take. So I felt bad. I felt bad because I was thinking they should have allowed everybody to give it a try. Even if you want to let the contestant go, you should not just let them go from the beginning. Like, let them be in the process to a stage before you screen them out. This is what I was thinking in my mind. So I went home, I was feeling bad and the whole of that. So later in the evening, I saw on the WhatsApp status of the CEO of Miss Steph, he was advertising the Majestic Queen. So I did not talk with him. Rather, I picked the phone number that is on that flyer and I chatted. And I told that number my experience, that really I'm interested in pageantry, this, but look at my experience during the daytime. And and the person told me, oh, don't worry, you bought the form for Miss Steph, we are associates, so for that reason you can come to the Majestic Queen and the form will be free for you. I'm using this one as a compensation for the one you lost at during the day. So that was how I started the journey of the Majestic Queen. And I tell you, it was awesome. My fans, everybody, they gave me advice, they voted enough for me, sponsor my clothes, everything. Somebody paid for my catwalk class. It was a powerful experience. Like, it was awesome. So finally we went for the camping and it was a good one. The camping was just 2 days, and on the third day we went on stage. Went for camping Friday, we stayed Friday, Saturday, on Sunday we went on stage, and that was it. And thank God I came out second runner up in that Majestic Queen. So that was the Majestic Queen. It was a very wonderful experience. So I got that crown December 3rd, 2023. And as the rule applies, you can't do anything till you hand over a particular crown. So 2024, I did not do anything. So coming to 2025, I saw the National Queen. So when I was going for the National Queen, I look at it as an upgrade for me, because I believe if you take modeling as a career, you should be moving from the lower organizations to the higher one. If you still have the strength, the capacity, and the belief, you should go for the international ones. So I see the National Queen as being higher than the Majestic Queen. So I got the form. Along the line, when we started preparation, the voting was on, this. I got a clash, serious one. My fan base collapsed. Because you see, these people you call your fans, they are attached to you for a reason. Either they are your family, your friends, your co-worker, your customer. Something brought these people to you that creates your fan base. That is it. Like if you are a footballer and you have fans, it's because your performance on the field is making them happy, is giving them what they want. So they are attached to you emotionally. If you are a footballer and you stop scoring goal, stop doing well on the field, you will be surprised all your fans will be gone and you will be alone. That is how it works. So on the long run, while the voting for the National Queen was on, something happened. The problem is not me. The problem is the state, the River State system. Those of you in River State, you know the problem in River State. It affected me terribly. Then those of you outside River State, you can Google it and read it. The ex-governor and the current governor, they are clashing and is affecting everything. The thing really affects me, and my fan base dropped seriously. And at the end of the day, I couldn't come out first in the first voting. I came out number 3. So we moved to camp, and the organization wiped out the whole of those votes and started the voting all over again. And my fan base has overdropped. There is nothing I can do. And as I told you people before, I'm not ready to spend from my pocket. And even if I'm ready, I don't know where what I have in my pocket will carry me to compared to the other contestants. So this is a risk I can never ever take. Let's say I'm having like 100,000 naira. Let me use a very tiny amount. This is internet, we have to be careful. So let me say I have 100,000 naira. I want to bring all my 100,000 naira and do the voting. And there is somebody's father that is a senator, and that senator go to bring 100 million naira and do the voting for her daughter. Ask yourself, what is the gap between 100,000 naira and 100 million naira? So that is why you must never empty your account for any voting system. Never in your life you do that, because you don't know who are the other contestants. So you do things that if you win, glory be to God. If you did not win, you are not going to kill yourself. This is the game. Okay, so while we were in the camp, second voting system started, and I did so bad in that voting. I was at number 5. So after everything, we went to stage. At the stage, they call top 5, and I was not among the top 5. So that was how the National Queen Nigeria story got cut off. But before we went to stage, I must tell you the truth. If I see something good, I will say it. And if I see something bad, I will also say it. You see, the National Queen Nigeria, my experience in the camp was the most awesome. From the time you enter into, like when you just enter the compound where they are doing the camping, the camera is already on you. They begin to treat you special already. They video you from your car inside. They provided food for us. We were eating twice a day. But that food we eat twice a day was so powerful that it carries us throughout the day. We never starve. If they give you rice, rice with enough meat, enough salad, enough water to drink. If they give you yam with enough fried egg, enough everything, like there was no bad moment. Then they did a lot of training for us. Every morning we do the jogging. In the afternoon we are doing the catwalk. There were so many lovely moments. They call a lot of facilitators to teach us on different topics, including the menstrual flow, including how you can take care of yourself. They brought the artists that teach us how to do some drawings. There was so many experiences. We were there for 4 days. We went there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday we went to stage. For these days, we were at the top of the game. The cameras were everywhere. Everything we needed was there for us. It was powerful. But it's a nice experience, really. It's a nice experience. It's something that anybody that wish to take modeling as a career is something the person need to experience. So this is my modeling experience so far, and I will not want this experience to die. I have made up my mind I will never contest again. But this my experiences for all these years, all these contests and the whole of this, I will not allow them to die. That is why I'm flagging off Face of Mosori. My organization is called Mosori and Shepra Limited. I'm the CEO. Now I want my organization to have a face, an ambassador, and we will be changing this ambassador every year. So it is my beauty pageant is called Face of Mosori. So I'm calling on any young woman that wish to contest to send a message to my DM. Okay, you can also check us on the website. You will see a lot of things that we do. The website is www.mosore.ng. While you are in the website, you will see the red icon. It's written Face of Mosore. When you click on the red icon, the registration page for the Mosore will come up. For the beauty pageant of Face of Mosore will come up. So that is the first way forward to register for Face of Mosore. So I welcome everybody. Then if you are to send us a mail, just send the mail to info@mosore.ng. Then we start from there. Thank you for listening to this message. Have a nice day. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video, share my video, let people hear about my pageant story. Thank you.